Have you ever found yourself waking up feeling even more exhausted than when you went to sleep? Your get up and go is gone. Your motivation is dwindling. And intimacy feels more like an obligation than a pleasure. If you're past the age of 50, this might sound familiar. But what if I told you that the solution isn't always more prescriptions, more stress, or more disappointment? Sometimes, it's as simple as what you do before you turn in for the night. I'm Dr. Evelyn Blake, and as a urologist, I've guided countless men through the challenges of life after 50. And today, I want to share with you how one particular vitamin, when taken in the evening, can have a remarkable impact on your ability to sleep soundly, wake up feeling refreshed, and even experience firmer erections. By the end of this video, you'll understand how this vitamin supports your hormones, blood flow, and energy levels, and how to use it in a way that truly benefits your body. Let's get started. After the age of 50, many men begin to notice subtle shifts that creep in gradually. Your sleep becomes lighter. You find yourself waking up more often during the night. That deep, restorative rest you used to take for granted now seems harder to achieve. Your stamina in the bedroom starts to diminish, not always suddenly, but little by little. You might find yourself losing interest or struggling to maintain the same level of performance you once had. And your overall energy, that natural spark, that zest you used to feel in the morning, just isn't there anymore. Instead, there's a lingering fatigue, a sense of heaviness, both physically and emotionally, that follows you throughout the day. You might attribute it to getting older, to stress, to hectic schedules, or perhaps you blame your body for slowing down. But what if I told you that the story isn't as bleak as it seems? What if those indicators, the fatigue, the weaker erections, the mental fogginess, aren't simply signs of aging? What if they're signals that something inside your body is simply out of kilter? You see, many of the difficulties that arise after 50 aren't because your body is failing. They're because your body needs something it's no longer getting. In many cases, it's your hormonal balance falling out of sync, your blood flow not circulating as effectively as it should, and your nervous system, the control center for relaxation, recovery, and sleep, no longer finding its natural rhythm at night. And when that internal harmony is disrupted, everything else begins to suffer, especially your intimacy, your energy, and your ability to feel like yourself again. And here's the part that many men are never told. One simple vitamin plays a subtle yet powerful role in nearly all of it. Let's talk about magnesium, one of the most crucial yet often overlooked nutrients for men's health after 50. Magnesium isn't just another trendy supplement. It's a fundamental mineral that your body relies on every single day. It's involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, from the way your muscles contract to how your heart beats, from your brain's ability to calm itself down at night to how well your body produces testosterone. It regulates your sleep cycles by helping your nervous system transition into rest mode. It soothes your nerves when stress levels rise. It relaxes your blood vessels, which improves blood flow, not just to your brain or heart, but to your pelvic area, too. And yes, it plays a vital role in the quality of your erections by enhancing circulation and keeping your nerve endings sensitive and responsive. But here's the surprising part. Studies consistently show that more than half of adults, particularly men over 50, are deficient in magnesium, and many don't even realize it. Why? Because magnesium is often depleted by our modern lifestyles. If you consume processed foods, if you drink alcohol regularly, if you take certain medications for blood pressure, acid reflux, or diabetes, your body might be using up its magnesium reserves faster than they can be replenished. And when that deficiency builds up silently over time, the symptoms can be easy to dismiss until they become impossible to ignore. Poor sleep, you toss and turn, wake up too early, and feel unrest even after 8 hours. Low libido. You notice your interest in intimacy fading, not because you don't care, but because your body isn't cooperating. Weaker erections, less sensitivity, less firmness, less consistency, brain fog, you forget names, you lose focus. You walk into rooms and wonder, why? And fatigue, the kind of tiredness that coffee can't fix and that no nap seems to cure. Sound familiar? This is what low magnesium feels like for many men, not as a sudden, acute illness, but as a gradual decline in strength, energy, and confidence. But the good news is this: magnesium isn't difficult to restore. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to do that safely, gently, and in a way that supports your entire body, especially your intimacy and sleep. Now, let's take a closer look at something that often gets overlooked: timing. Why should you take magnesium before bed? Because nighttime is your body's natural window for repair. It's the time when your system quietly begins to reset. Your blood pressure naturally decreases, your heart rate slows down, your breathing becomes deeper, and your body enters a healing rhythm. This is when your hormones are recalibrated, tissues are repaired, and energy reserves are replenished. But for all of that to happen smoothly, your body needs the right tools, and magnesium is one of the most effective ones. When taken before bed, magnesium helps to smooth the entire transition into sleep. It assists your brain in shifting from alertness to rest. It relaxes your muscles, calms your mind, and signals to your nervous system that it's safe to let go. If you're a man over 50 who finds himself lying awake at night, replaying conversations, or worrying about tomorrow, this is a sign that your nervous system needs support, and magnesium offers just that. But it goes beyond sleep. Magnesium also plays a crucial role in supporting testosterone production while you sleep. The majority of your daily testosterone is produced during the night, not during the day. So if your sleep is light, restless, or interrupted, your hormone levels may suffer. That directly affects your energy, your mood, and yes, your performance. Magnesium also supports the relaxation of blood vessels, especially in your pelvic region. And this matters more than you might realize, because the firmer the vessel walls, the harder it is for blood to flow freely. And an erection is, at its core, a vascular event. That's why many men who begin taking magnesium at night, even in small doses, often report a quiet return of their morning erections, not forced, not artificial, but natural, gentle, reliable, a sign that their body is starting to heal. And that, to me, is the key word here, healing. Because at this stage of life, performance isn't about pushing your body harder, it's about giving your body what it needs to do what it already knows how to do. Magnesium isn't a stimulant, it's not a shortcut. It's a signal to your body that says, you're safe. You can rest now. You can restore. Let's delve a little deeper together, because to truly understand how magnesium supports intimacy, we need to look at the three systems that drive erections: blood flow, nerve function, and hormone balance. First, magnesium reduces inflammation inside your blood vessels. Inflammation makes vessels stiff, narrow, and sluggish. Magnesium, on the other hand, relaxes those vessels, allowing for smoother, more efficient blood flow. When blood can move freely to the penis, erections become stronger, more stable, and more consistent. Second, magnesium supports your nerve health. Every moment of pleasure, every sensation you feel, is your nerves doing their job. But as men age, especially under stress, those nerves can become less responsive. Magnesium helps your nervous system fire signals more clearly and accurately. That translates into more sensitivity, better control, and a stronger connection to your body during intimacy. And third, magnesium reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. Why does this matter? Because cortisol and testosterone are like a seesaw. When cortisol rises from anxiety, overwork, or poor sleep, testosterone drops. And when testosterone drops, everything from your desire to your performance is affected. Magnesium helps keep cortisol in check, giving your testosterone the space to naturally rise. In simple terms, magnesium doesn't force your body to perform. It prepares your body to perform, not just once, but night after night, quietly, steadily, like watering a plant instead of spraying it with chemicals. It creates the internal environment where things begin to work again without pills, without pressure, and without feeling like you're constantly chasing your youth. And here's something I want every man to hear clearly. When your sleep improves, everything improves. Your energy in the morning, your focus throughout the day, your mood, your motivation, your clarity. You stop dragging yourself out of bed, and you start waking up with strength, with calm, with a body that's not begging for relief, but ready for life. It's not magic, it's not hype, it's just biology working the way it was always meant to, with a little help from the right nutrients at the right time. So how exactly should you take magnesium to feel the full benefit? It starts with choosing the right form. You want something your body can actually absorb and use. Magnesium glycinate is one of the most calming forms. It's gentle on your stomach and supports both sleep and muscle relaxation. Magnesium citrate is another excellent option, especially if you deal with occasional constipation. But steer clear of magnesium oxide. It's the cheapest, yes, but your body barely absorbs it, and it can lead to bloating or loose stools, which isn't the kind of bedtime surprise anyone wants. Now, how much should you take? For most men, a dosage between 200 to 400 milligrams is enough to begin feeling a difference, but you don't need to go to the highest dose right away. Start small, around 200 milligrams, and see how your body responds. The best time to take it is about an hour before bed, and take it with a glass of water, not with coffee, not with alcohol. Both caffeine and alcohol can interfere with how magnesium is absorbed and how it works inside your system. If you're on medications or have any issues with your kidneys, it's always best to check in with your doctor first. Magnesium is safe for most people, but every body is different, and we want yours to be safe and supported from the start. Now, here's something I recommend to many of my older male patients. Pair your magnesium with a small, calming bedtime ritual, a warm bath, a few slow stretches, even just 5 minutes of breathing with your legs elevated. These actions allow the magnesium to work more deeply, helping your nervous system let go of tension. Over time, this becomes more than a supplement. It becomes a signal to your body and your mind that it's time to rest, heal, and restore. And no, this isn't a magic fix. It's not a one-pill miracle. But within just a week or two, many men begin to feel it. The nights get quieter, the mind races less, and your sleep becomes deeper and more refreshing. You start waking up with more clarity, a better mood, and that spark of morning vitality you might have been missing. And then, quietly, something even more beautiful starts to happen. Your erections become stronger, more consistent, not forced, not artificial, just natural, like your body is remembering what it was built to do all along. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with something that I wish more men heard from their doctors. Aging isn't a curse. It's not the end of desire or confidence or closeness. You're not too old to feel passionate. You're not too late to recover what you thought was gone. This stage of life can be a time of rediscovery if you give your body the support it deserves. Sometimes, the biggest breakthroughs start with the smallest steps, like choosing to nourish your body instead of ignoring its needs, like giving your blood vessels, your heart, your hormones a little help instead of expecting them to keep going without rest. Magnesium may not be flashy, but it's steady, gentle, trustworthy. It meets your body right where it is and quietly helps bring it back into balance. And that's what we're really doing here. Not chasing youth, but restoring function, reclaiming energy, inviting vitality to return, one restful night at a time. I believe in your body's ability to heal. I believe in your ability to feel strong again, clear again, grounded again. And if magnesium becomes your companion on that journey, just a small step in your evening routine, you may be surprised how far it takes you. You deserve that sleep. You deserve that strength. And you're not done, not even close. If this message resonated with you, if you're ready to take care of your body with more patience, more wisdom, and more respect, then I invite you to subscribe. Here on this channel, we talk about real solutions for men over 50, no hype, no pressure, just honest, science-backed care for your energy, circulation, and confidence. Take your first step tonight. Let your body rest, recover, and